What's up, everybody? This is Zach Crow with the Jam Space Podcast, and today we are talking to Tobin, Eugene, Anthony with Endhipendit Productions down in Houston, Texas. Let's get into the episode.
Love girls all over the country, even made a few around the world. One thing never forget my mama down in Houston, Texas. Oh, Houston, Texas. Oh, work the clubs in Galveston. Couldn't been more than 15. Went wild out those boating house mama. Said, little boy, come on to Houston, live with me. Oh, Houston, Texas. Oh, Houston, Texas. Oh, Houston chicks get their kicks out of taking care, hey, yeah, of the man that they love. Oh, Houston, Texas. Oh, Houston, Texas. Oh, Houston, Texas. If I live my life over, don't you know where I wanna be? Somewhere out on the outskirts of Houston. Houston girl, take care of me.
Hey, what's going on there, Jack?
Tobin, how you doing, brother?
Hey, I'm doing fairly well. Yourself?
Good, man. It's good to hear from you.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm getting a couple levels real quick on here. I'm rolling now, so.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Hey, thank you so much for being on the show, man.
Hey, appreciate you coming to reach out and talk.
How's everything going over there in H-Town?
Man, it's going pretty well. It just hasn't stopped raining. This is like the most rain we've had like since May. It just I think we have like close to 80 inches already, and for the year, and it just hasn't stopped raining. It's crazy.
Yeah, I bet it's more humid than humid over there.
Man, I can't wait to move to the mountains one day because
Oh yeah.
the humidity, you just don't get used to it. It's like I mean, you've been around here in like Texarkana and stuff, and man,
Absolutely.
it's just nasty. It's like getting out of the shower and as like you keep the room all steamed up, you just take your clothes and throw them on while you're wet.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't dry off, man. The towels never dry.
Yeah, I like the dry heat. At least I have to do something to sweat.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I dig it out here. I miss a lot of things about Texas, but the humidity is not one of them.
Oh yeah, humidity's killer, man. I love it out there in Arizona. I was out there last August or no September, and did like 4 days. Went out there to the painted, the painted desert. Went up to Page, did the Grand Canyon, but my favorite part was Flagstaff, that 89A Flagstaff Sedona to Prescott. That was,
Yeah.
man, I got to do that again. I'm actually thinking about coming out that way, maybe October.
Hey, if you
Try to
do
go.
that, definitely drop me a line, man. I'd be glad to show you around and stuff.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I want to go see those aspen trees in Flagstaff. I want to see them change colors.
Yeah, Flagstaff's a beautiful spot, man.
I fell in love, dude. I did, I'm big on geography and knowing things, like just about all things around the world. But for some reason, I always just thought that Arizona was the desert, and then you had a Grand Canyon. I never really looked into Flagstaff, and I got there about 1 a.m. in the morning, and I woke up and I was like, geez, man, these trees are beautiful. Like, I'm a big tree guy. I was like, man, there's trees everywhere. I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah, you wouldn't think Arizona had this type of landscape. I thought the same thing when I moved out here, that it was just a desert. But
Yeah, it blew
there,
my mind.
there's a few different types of terrain out here. The cool thing about Flagstaff also is that Yucca Tap Room has bought a location up there, so that's one of our staples down here for
Oh,
for like stoner rock and shit like that. So
oh
they,
man, I got to catch a show.
yeah, man. The place used to be called the Green Room, and we played there a couple times, and it was just always a weird vibe, It just didn't seem like they really had it down to a T. But now that Yucca Tap Room owns it, man, I feel like it's gonna be a pretty cool spot.
Man, that's cool. It's always good whenever you get some new locations that are run a little better, especially for playing out of town.
Absolutely. Is there anything like that happening around Houston right now?
Man, Houston's going through like a major transition, and with the whole COVID, there's some things shut down, and some things haven't completely opened back up yet. But I see a lot of investment coming, and it's a little weird, a little strange, man. The real estate properties are going up, man. Texas, everybody's moving out here,
Yep.
and right now, like Houston has, what is it? I think Greater Houston's like around 8 million people, and they're saying within like the next 4 years we're going to be like at 12.5.
Wow.
Yeah, so with venues, I see more corporate venues coming in, but there's a lot of like smaller venues now, like really starting to open. There's a new one. It's actually not like it's not new, but it's called Red Dwarf, and they're like my buddy's actually the booking agent there, and another buddy runs the sound, and they caught word of I've been talking about doing this Sunday matinee show for about 2 years now called Last Sabbath, and just the last Sunday of every single month,
Nice.
just doing a banging freaking just matinee show, anywhere from like 4 to 5 to I'm an old school kid, so it's like my old ragers, and I'm a hardcore kid. So like back in the day, all those guys, they all have 30-minute sets, and now they deal with primarily doom and stoner rock. I'm like, yeah, let me put 8 bands on a bill, and I'm like, oh, it's like, damn it, you guys play like 2 songs, and it's 45 minutes long.
Yep.
Jeez.
Yeah, exactly.
But I always make it work. I know how to run a stage real well, so I keep everything on time, and yeah, so hopefully that's a new venture I can do, and I think I may take up some other residencies. But But as far as venues, I see more coming. Just kind of depends like how things kind of start to reopen.
Yeah, I know when the pandemic started and a lot of local venues started closing down in a lot of places, it sucked. But I was saying when all that was happening that this is going to give other people the opportunity to come in and open new venues. That's going to open up new avenues and give even more people an opportunity, you know?
Yeah, I think you're right on that, and yeah, hopefully it allows some of the more mid-sized venues too to garner more of like some tour packages and really get up. Maybe it's like people that actually like really care about the music. Not so much just the business side alone. It's nice to work with venues that actually care and don't necessarily like look at just like the nickels and dimes.
No doubt. I mean, everybody's got to keep the lights on, but I don't even know why you would get into owning a venue if you didn't like really care about the music and stuff, you know?
Yeah, we've seen it. I've seen it here over the years where it happens, and it can just be a little ridiculous. But yeah, because venues predominantly, they make their money off of alcohol sales, so it's like, yeah, you better care and know what you're bringing in, and
right, promote it, gets people out there. Yeah.
Yeah, I know one thing. I learned that. My favorite venue in Houston was Walters Downtown, and it was owned by my friend Zach Palmer, and his mom originally owned it. She moved the venue from another area, and it was called Pam Land. It's Washington Avenue now. It's just like all the bro bars now. But she had two venues across the street, and when I started like booking there, I was booking like a lot of hardcore shows, so a lot of straight edge kids and kids who weren't even old enough to drink.
Yeah.
And I was like packing it out, but then as I got older, I realized, now the shows I do, everybody drinks like 4 to 6 beers, and like a lot of times the bar tabs are so high for everyone that the venue's like, hey, we aren't even going to charge you now.
That's killer, man. Hey, that's a cool thing about out here in Arizona is that they will split the whole bar with you. They'll give you a cut of the bar, and that gives you an opportunity to let people in for free. So when I moved to Yuma, there was a huge punk rock scene, and I started playing rhythm guitar with a punk band down there called the Working Mutts. And their shows would be full of people, man, because they were free. You could come in there for free. And then the money that they didn't have to spend at the door, they were spending at the bar and then some. And so the bar was like, hell yeah, you guys are bringing me all this business. And they just cut you like 10, 20, 30% of the bar.
Oh, dang. That's actually that Red Dwarf I mentioned. That's trying to have me do these matinees. They came to me with like something like that about a free show. We'll give you a cut. And I was like, that can actually work out pretty well.
I think it does. I've seen it firsthand, and we've had shows at the same venue where it's free, and then another show where you charge them $5 or $10 at the door, and the difference is just you can see it, man. So when we were trying to book a tour. And we were booking around Texas and stuff. I was talking to the people like, well, what we've been doing out here is like a bar cut. And several people told me you can't do that in Texas because of the TABC and all this stuff. But I'm sure there's loopholes to everything,
Yeah, I think recently things have changed a little because of the whole pandemic. Something that became actually popular here and was ongoing during the pandemic was alcohol to go.
Yeah.
And now that's permanent. Like the permanent thing for us is like alcohol. Outside of like growlers, I don't know. I don't know all the details on it, but there's something that they changed with the law, and now it's permanent. We still can't have we still have legalized marijuana here, but yeah, let's just let people like take their alcohol like that.
Yeah, go get you a drive-through daiquiri like over in Louisiana.
Oh, Oh, Louisiana. I remember I was like 18. I was like, or no, I was about to turn 18. And, back in the day, they used to have at 18, you could go over there and drink. And I was like almost 18. And then, they freaking changed that law. And I was like,
Yeah, they changed the law because you could pass as 18 if you were like 15. So then they figured we bump it up to 21, and we're basically still selling the 18-year-olds,
Yeah, there's supposed to be something too. It was like like on the national level, they're like, if you raise your age, we'll help you with your roads. Man, they still have the worst roads.
Yeah.
They have the worst roads ever. But it is what it is.
Last time we worked with you when we were booking some shows, and you got us on at the Satellite down there. And
what show was that?
We were playing with Sixes, and this was like right after you guys got hit hard by a tropical storm, or it might have even been a full-on hurricane. Oh
yeah, it was Hurricane Harvey. Yeah, well, it hit us as a tropical storm.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, yeah, I remember that. That was that Sixes show.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And
yeah,
dude,
and I think I had to work or something. I was like,
you couldn't make it out. But Houston just looked like a ghost town, man. Is that something you guys got to deal with every few years, man? Every 4 or 5 years, man? It seems like y'all got to just rebuild the whole city.
Yeah, we've had some major ones here as of recent. Let me think. Like 2008, 2008. We got hit by Hurricane Ike, like head on, and that was just a monster storm. I was without power for about 3 weeks.
Wow.
People lost power in that storm all the way up to Canada. I mean, it was just a huge monster system that didn't stop. But then we had, Harvey was the one. We've had some we flood a lot here.
Mm-hmm.
But Harvey was that was 53 inches of rain, and where I live in northeast Houston on Lake Houston. We had 40 feet of standing water on the river, and it was just 3-story condos were completely submerged. And
because all the concrete and everything, there's not really anywhere for the water to run off.
Yeah, exactly. And like for us being on the river, there was a lake that they didn't release how they should have. And, once they finally released, it was just, like, too late. But, we got 53 inches of water. They say if you'd have just taken the water, the amount of water that was in Houston, if you were just, like, concentrate it and put it in New Orleans, anything under 118 stories would have been underwater.
Wow.
Yeah, it was just crazy. 5 days. I was actually at a Verizon store. I was having to pick up something for my phone, and that's when it started to sprinkle, and it didn't stop for 5 days.
I lived on the Gulf for a little while down in Corpus Christi, and so I know a little bit about what it's like to have to kind of rebuild every now and then. What is that? What kind of effect does that have on the music scene there in Houston?
Man, on the music scene, so it's kind of weird. It just depends if the venues get hit, if people lose like their music gear, like the musicians, and it also has an effect too on people who like they lose everything and they can't afford to go out.
Right.
So it can really hamper folks, and like for us personally, that was supposed to be the second year of the Endhipendit, like our festival, and we had it all scheduled again over at the Old Town Spring, where we did the first one. And so we had Acid King, Elder, King Buffalo, American Sharks, and then we also had like Dead Meadow, Bright Light Social Hour, Golden Dawn Orchestra, a bunch of bands. Yeah, I mean, it was going to be like 45 bands again. Heavy Doom, Stoner Rock, the Heavy Psych, Psych Pop, Psych Funk. We just keep it all psychedelic, kind of related.
No, I remember all of this, man. If I remember correctly, it was a pretty big financial hit to you guys to have to cancel it, right?
Well, so we didn't have to fully canceled, but it was still a major hit because, you know, my partner with that, he got hit hard with. He had like 5 feet of water, like because he had some. Him and his family owned some businesses that got hit very, very hard, and we had to cancel the fest, like the actual festival. But then we moved the whole. I hit up a brewery here. They're called Sigma now. They go by Equal Parts, and I hit them up and I was like, hey, can I just move like the heavy side of our festival? Can I just move it to y'all's place? Like we want to do a benefit, and they're like, dude, just tell us when, you know? Like, yeah, move it here. So that's what we ended up doing, and yeah, you know, it was a major financial hit. We donate. I can't remember how much we made. I think we had like 1,000 people just there, just for that side. So that was cool. But you know, we had to put it all. You know, we didn't hold on to the money. We gave it out in donations.
That's great, man. That's awesome. So let's get into your history with booking a little bit, man. How do you come to a place where you can get all these bands, like you mentioned? Acid King is one of the bigger ones. American Sharks, and you can get 1,000 people to come.
Dude. Yeah, I mean, we like even the first year, you know, we had like Radio Moscow, Ruby the Hatchet, Woe Fat, Mondo Drag.
See, all bangers, all bangers.
Yeah, all bangers. But
what's the journey to get to that spot?
I guess like I don't know. I started booking when I was like 14, so I'm 34, and I started booking shows when I was 14 years old, and just quickly kind of dove in networking wise, and people seemed to like me, and I knew what I was just doing. Learned how to do that pretty quick, and just started taking on national tours. National tours that kind of came easy because I was able to get people out and cover guarantees.
And how long ago was that when you started breaking into national tours?
Started booking national tours, I would say 18 years ago, maybe like when I was 16.
Wow. Okay, continue, man. I love this story, man.
Yeah, so I did that, and actually I was like part of a death metal festival like when I was 18. And if we would have done it like 2 years later, this is like 2004, so if we would have done it in 2016, it would have been like just wild. But man, we had Suffocation, Dying Fetus, Cephalic Carnage, Misery Index, Deeds of Flesh, Macabre. You know, just like a big old school like death metal gig. And that thing flopped. That thing had some bad it had some bad elements behind everything. But it was a learning experience for me because I was just part of the team. So I was like, hey, that was cool. And
right.
Yeah, I don't know. I have really big roots in Texas with the hardcore metal, death metal scene.
Sick.
And just kind of carried on. I mean, yeah, I was booking like all the big tour packages that were coming through, like at least mid-size, like a lot of things up to like, 400 capacity, shows. Been doing that for the longest time, and people have always enjoyed them.
So when you're booking things like this Endhipendit, which is just for the listeners listening, it's spelled out as one word, but it's spelled out as Endhipendit, which is super clever. I love it.
I appreciate it. Yeah, it's just it's like kind of when we got into with the rock, we were just like, yeah, kind of like in the hip rock. Just kind of end it, because people are like, oh, rock is dead, and like we clearly know rock is far from dead. There's so many rock bands out there that are just killing it, but
rock and roll is the most underrepresented genre and art form, and just every culture is just not represented. It's like they're trying to hide it from everybody or something.
Yeah, really, that's the truth. But and then also like Endhipendit, it's like with the Texas draw, it's independent.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And when people figure it out, they're like, oh, at first I can't like pronounce it. And I'm like,
so when you're booking these shows, how much work goes into it? Are you just constantly like cold emailing, or you got a few connects? Like, what's the process for that?
Oh man, so on that, it's typically, hey, I just reach out and see who's interested, and then there's a lot of the bands like I've known, over the years, or like I know them real well, or I've met them, and just kind of get in touch with them, and then go through the whole agency process. If they have like agents, or if they just want to handle it themselves as a one-off, and just email back and forth and see what their needs are, see what we think our needs are, what our risks are, what the reward is, and really just trying to put together the best product that we can.
So, are you pretty involved with the financial side of all these things?
Yeah, I do handle like with the financial stuff. Like on my own personal shows, it's all me. With the festival, it was my partner. He was the financier on all of it. But we made a lot of the decisions together. For when it came to bands, especially with the festival, like when it came to where we did it at, getting like everything out there, getting stages, getting the lighting, the production, like porta potties, like every little thing you could think of that you have to have at a festival. Yeah, so we get in on that.
Yeah, that's a great segue, because I was going to ask you what all goes into this type of planning this type of festival. Just without giving too much stuff away, I mean, just briefly touching on it. What kind of stuff goes into booking this type of thing?
So, like, whenever I first do them, I'm just like, hey, what's something that I could think of somebody, like, complaining about that there is not there at the festival,
Right.
So then you have to go and look,
porta potties, shit like that.
We never really took many sponsors. We had beer sponsors. So, I wanted craft beer out there, each year. So we always had the craft beer guys, the local craft beer guys, keep it kind of more to the independent style. You have to get land, permits, stages, sound, porta potties, food vendors. What else is there? I mean, it's been a while since I've done one. There's a lot that goes into it, though.
So how do you pitch this to the the first one that you were telling, one of the first things you listed? Oh, sponsors. How do you pitch this to sponsors to try to get them to sponsor you?
Man, so when we go with a sponsor, we go in, we have like stage details, pretty much like a vision, kind of like how we see this unfolding and how the future looks for it, or like, so I go in and pretty much set it up as, hey, this is the product, and here's how we believe this thing can unfold, and go from there. Like, and give them give them bands, and show them data. Like, there's a lot of data that goes behind it to see, because they want to make sure that there's going to be a benefit for them. They want to know the risk and rewards. So I think like it's like any kind of business, like making a sell. That's all it is. It sells.
And did they just decide like a certain amount of things that they're willing to take care of, or like what's their end of the bargain?
Yeah, exactly. They come and we can pitch our offer, what we'd like from them, which you shoot high, and then they can come back and try to rebuttal. Well, they don't try. I mean, they kind of rebuttal.
Yeah.
And we try to find like a middle ground, like what works for everybody. At the end of the day, it's like, hey, if I'm coming to you, like for me personally, when I go to somebody to sponsor, it's somebody I want to work with. So, even if you give me just a little, it's like, hey, that's cool.
And you do all this just as a hobby. You work full time in logistics, right?
Yeah, I work full time in logistics. I do like super heavy haul transportation. So
yeah, I see a lot of your posts, man. You guys handle some big stuff.
Yeah, we do. We hold the weight record in Arizona. We were 1.8 million pounds gross weight over the road.
Wow.
We were like 500 feet long, 22 feet wide, 20 foot tall. Had 9 trucks pulling and pushing. And so we set the record for New Mexico, Arizona, and Utah. And that actually helps me with booking because and the festival, because it's logistics. I like to execute plans. I like to plan things out and execute them.
Oh, so you're like almost a full-fledged agency, man. It sounds like you could be because you know the logistics so well. Have you thought about further?
I've done tour booking. I did that for a long time when I was younger. I've been a manager for bands, and bands have had me try, like, Forming the Void was a big one.
Yeah.
Those are like really good friends, and
This is how I became familiar with you to begin with, because you were doing a lot of things for Forming the Void.
Oh, that's cool. I'm actually in James's wedding coming up.
Nice.
Yeah, James is awesome. But yeah, those guys, it got to where he's like one of the managers, and we're just talking, and I was like, man, I just don't have time to be like a manager. So I just talked to James. And that's what I did. Is like, hey guys, you're smart enough. You guys can do this on your own. So I'll just kind of give you some pointers, because I was like, I don't even know what to even ask for money. I don't care about that so much anymore. So
it's the hardest thing for people like us to fucking ask for money. That's why you need a manager. You need somebody that's gonna go get the money out of them, you know, because we're just like we're happy to be there, you know.
Yeah, exactly. That's something I just really, really enjoy doing. And I've had some offers from certain like agencies to work with them, but you know, I just never took that opportunity, and I'm happy doing what I do in life and just kind of doing a hobby.
Right. I have found that music as a hobby is so much less stressful and more rewarding than trying to make a buck out of it or something like that. I mean, the money that comes is great. But I never got into playing music, you know. You do like booking and more business-centered things, but for me, I've always just wanted to get on the stage and play. So to ask for money to do that is there's a little bit of a disconnect, you know. So you almost
there can be, and then I feel like I have to always be there, and you know, I like the money I make in life because I make pretty good money, so it's hard to do something else full time. Like, I've been asked to be a talent buyer at venues, and I'm like, well, hey, if you give me what I make at my job right now, yeah, I'll come do it. But
yeah, cut me a good salary, let's do it.
Yeah, it's like it takes a little too much time to put all that into both. So if I just do what I want to do, then it's way easier. I do things when I feel like doing them.
Absolutely, and that's where I feel in more control as well. I can say no to things. I can say yes to things. I'm not desperate for anything. And then, you know, when I want to do stuff, I'm going to do it to the fullest extent, and then I can just go back to my life. If I take an L on a concert or something, it's not going to, like, kill me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, man, taking L's, it's always hard to take the L, but, you know, I was like, yeah, I'll make it up on the next one.
Yeah.
So that's always nice.
Life goes on. Money comes and goes.
Oh, absolutely.
So, have you announced your big show? I know you were talking about Wednesday, but I think I saw a flyer for it already.
Oh, I haven't really put it out there yet.
Okay.
Unless I sent it to you, I can't remember if I did or not. I sent it only to a few people.
Yeah, I saw though. It's if you want to announce it, go ahead. I don't want to say anything you don't want to say.
It's my first announcement in like 16 months, which is really weird because the shows too are like therapy for me. I love doing them. So yeah, I have Warlung on Heavy Psych Sounds.
Great guys, fucking great group of guys, great band.
The best. That's my crew right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Warlung, and then also Duel. Warcloud, Kill the Lizard, and Foster Mother.
Yeah, dude, that's a fucking hell of a lineup right there, man.
Yeah, first one back. It's at Satellite Bar too, where you guys played at. So it's gonna be a big banger for sure. And I mean, just the locals. Just like if I were just to have Foster Mother, Kill the Lizard, and Warlong, that would be a banger. But then, you know, Tom Frank hit me up from Duel and was like, "Hey, you want to do this?" I'm like, "Yeah, let me just figure out some details and I'll get back with you. And yeah, man, have that show. Have another one that's actually going to be early October. Still working out all the details. That's going to be like an 8-man just banger, like all day banger. Should be huge. And
Sick.
yeah,
You guys
we'll see
are
what
running
else,
are you running a after party, like a Sunday show after the Ripple Fest, right?
Oh, so that's actually, so I guess I'm kind of in a way affiliated now with that. It's not my show. It's Lick of My Spoon who's doing all the other ones.
Okay.
Which is Ryan Garney from High Desert Queen.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I just reached out since there was a lot of homies playing it. I just reached out to Ryan and was like, hey, dude, he put me on on their event page and everything. I was like, man, I'll promote this. Because I was like, I know I got a really, really big reach because I got like 4,500 on one event page and like maybe like 3,000 on another independent Facebook page. So I was like, man, I can probably help make this a pretty big show. Which is what I want. When my friends play, I want the shows to be big. So yeah, I'll definitely help out.
Yeah, that reminds me of a buddy of mine, Josh Foster. Are you familiar with Joshua Foster? He's from Texarkana, and he was booking a lot of heavy acts. I mean, he brought American Sharks through there. He's had so many bands. I mean, he's the reason that I know about so many bands like Scorpion Child, which is how I was familiar with Tom Frank, and he booked Moss Generator over there, Mothership, in our little bitty town of Texarkana, man. Like, he really curated the scene.
Is he still out there doing things in Texarkana?
He it's a little few and far between. I mean, everybody's trying to get back into it. So that's the guy I would talk to if you ever wanted to run people that way, you know.
Oh, definitely, yeah. And I have a band that's in the works right now, so I always love playing like the smaller towns. I mean, like the big cities are cool, but if I can go find somebody that books and can bring just like, hell, they can only just bring 20 people out, like in a Tyler, Texas, or Texarkana or something. It's always fun to go play those small towns.
Hey, man, whenever we book those out-of-town acts for Texarkana, people show up, man, and they show out. Ask Warlung and ask Holy Dead Trio, the last show we did all together, man. Everybody showed up and showed out, dude, and it was a great time.
I wanted the road dog on that so bad, but I was busy. I was like, man, I want to go do this. I just wanted to go hang out. Like, I love Lafayette. That whole scene's cool.
Yeah.
And then they play Texarkana.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Believe it or not, we got a tight little scene over there in Texarkana, man.
Man, that's cool to know.
If anybody ever is passing through there, that's not a bad place to stop, dude. I guarantee you'll make a buck.
Man, that's a good little stop too if you're trying to go out into like the Midwest area.
Yep. Oh, if you're going, pretty much if you're crossing across the southern United States, you got to go through there.
Yeah, you really do.
Yeah.
Man, that's good information.
Yeah. Hey, man. Anything I can do to help everybody out? I want to make this a big network, dude.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I did that for my buddy. It was probably one of the best shows I've had. Forever. It was have you heard of Sun Voyager?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they've been to Texarkana before.
Stefan Mersch, he was he's my buddy, man. He's like my boy, and he posted in some random group that was trying to find some booking contacts. And I was like, hey, what's your plan? And he goes, he kind of told me what he was trying to do, and I was like, well, hey, man, I pretty much routed the tour for him, and I was like, hey, here's contacts, and I gave him every contact to route him all the way here, and he's like, hey, dude, every contact you gave me booked us, and I was like, well, let me book y'all too, and I had to, like, it was The Well, Forming the Void, Sun Voyager, like, Pyre Ship, Warlung, and this badass freaking, instrumental band from here called Alone on the Moon. Oh man, it was a banger. But Stefan was just like, dude, this is so awesome, man. You got us hooked up. And we met at Tom Frank's at a Stoner Jam.
Stoner Jam during the South by Southwest.
Yeah, that's where I met those guys at. And yeah, that just worked out for him. He's like, dude, you got us connected in every place. I'm like, dude, I know people all around the country. I've been booking tours forever, so.
That's what's so cool about it. That's what I love about it, man. I love seeing the familiar faces in different places. That's great.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Well, hey, man, I don't want to hold you too much longer, Tobin. I know that we talked about your show coming up with Warlong and Duel. Is there anything else that you wanted to announce or anything like that?
Man, I got nothing right now, but I got some. There's going to be some big things coming for sure. There's going to be a lot more crossover shows.
Sweet.
Bringing in more of like the thrash and.
I was going to ask you. Hellfest is a Houston thing, isn't it?
Oh, Hell's Heroes.
I think it was called Hellfest. Yeah. Like Exhorder used to play it and shit like that.
Yeah, so okay, it's called Hell's Heroes, and it's like a traditional metal fest.
Yeah.
And it is wicked. Yeah, this year has like Candlemass on it, Sarath and Gruul. Who else is on there? Eternal Champion. It's Riot, Satan.
Yeah.
Warcloud. I think Warcloud's actually opening it. But that's a big festival. I think this is like the 4th year. And I have literally missed all the last 3 years. And I'm real sad though. I mean, the one I missed, the last one, I had tickets and had to go work out of town. But Power Trip played it, and
oh wow.
I've known Riley. I mean, I've known Riley Gale since like 2003, and like we used to be like real cool buds. And even over the years, we weren't as close. Just they're always busy, but that was the coolest dude to ever play music in this country. And
That's...
dude, he never met a stranger. He'd be like the one that like, hey, if you're talking to him at the bar and you're cool, he'd like take you back behind stage and like be like, yo, this is my new best friend, and he just introduced you to everybody. Of course, he passed away. So
no, that's fucking terrible. I felt the same about like Bruce Corbett and them from Rigor Mortis, and and then he fucking was one of the coolest dudes ever.
We lost some good people. We lost another legend from Texas, Wade Allison. He's the Iron Age guitarist, and he was also Eternal Champion, which Eternal Champion was Blake Ibanez from Power Trip and Wade Allison from Iron Age. So we lost those guys.
Mm-hmm. That's a damn shame, man.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. 2020 was hard.
Man, Tobin, I really appreciate you being on here, bro.
Absolutely. I appreciate you on the talking stuff. Hopefully the interview was good.
I want to let you know that down here in Tempe, man, there's a guy, Chris Beck, who does Doom Tomb podcast, and they have a thing like a concert series called Planet Mammoth, and so.
Oh man, I've heard. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, you know this? Okay, cool.
Are they doing the festival too?
Yeah, he's the one that runs the festival, and so.
What's the date? What's the date on that? Because I want to come out to that.
It's in February next year because they canceled. We had to cancel this one, obviously. I'll tell you right now. Hold on a second.
Man, you know what? I knew it was in February because Lisa from I was hanging out with Lisa and Ian from The Well.
Yeah, they're gonna be down here.
And they're gonna be at. I always do a big birthday rager in Houston, and my birthday is early February, so.
This is gonna be February 24th, 25th, and 26th. So it's a 3-day thing, man. Duel's coming down. The Well is coming down. I'm pretty sure ASG is on the bill, so that's huge.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, man. So a lot of good stuff, man. I just want to let you know about that.
Oh man, yeah. I need to check that out because I've been keeping my eye on that. I was thinking about rolling out.
Well, hey Tobin, I'm gonna let you go, brother. I think this was a great interview. I appreciate you being on here, and I look forward to seeing you. I'll be at Ribblefest. Are you gonna be there?
Oh yeah, I'll be there. Yeah, I'm gonna be. I'll be out at. I'll be in Lafayette. I think I'm gonna stay in Lafayette 2 days, and I'm gonna roll out there to Ripple.
Sweet, man. I'll be there, dude. I'll be in full fledged.
Awesome. Sounds great, man. It'd be great to meet you.
You too, man. You too. Yeah. Out of all the time that we've been acquainted, we've never got to meet each other. So.
I know. And then I invited you to that Malignant Altar and Frozen Soul show.
I know, and I ended up going to.
Making out. Oh man, it was huge. It was like 300 people in a 150 capacity room, just death metal. It was great.
I wish I'd have gone, man. When I'm on those work trips with my crew, man, it's kind of like whatever the crew decides, you know?
Oh, I understand.
Yeah, so they wanted to go to New Orleans. We went to New Orleans, yeah. I probably would have had more fun in Houston, though, so.
Awesome. Well, hey, I look forward to meeting you.
I will see you in August, bro, and have a good day, Tobin. Thank you so much for being on here, and we'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Later, brother. All right, once again, I want to give a shout out and a special thank you to Tobin for being on the Jam Space podcast. I want to thank all you guys for listening. If you guys want to help me take this podcast to the next level, man, there's just a few simple ways to help out. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on the podcast platforms where you listen to podcasts. Subscribe to the podcast. It's really going to help build this thing even bigger. I really enjoy doing it. A lot of people whose opinions I really respect, they tell me that they enjoy the podcast. So I do plan to keep doing it. But we all need to move forward as a family. You know, that's what I would like. Anyways, thank you once again to Tobin down there in Houston with Endhipendit. And we're going to close this out with one of Houston's own. This is Warlong, signed to Heavy Psych Sound Records. And this song is called The Scorpion in the Sand.